This is a magical place. There's no other way of saying it.
Renaissance helps me learn better and gives me more opportunities to do new and different stuff.
I always say walking through this building on a Saturday is like putting on a wedding. There's something going on in every corner. Coding classes, there's dance rooms. As you go down the hall, there's a drum room, there's a guitar room, there's a keyboard room. It's so much happening. It's a mega fest of activities.
You walk through the front door and you don't expect the amount of energy, you don't expect the number of kids, you don't expect the amount of different rooms where there is creativity and innovation taking place. Let's go in this classroom and check it out.
Here in Zoology, we have different types of animals, which are insects, reptiles, and aquatic fish.
As you can see, Bane, he's really hanging out, just chilling here. They're called bearded dragons because right here on the bottom of his chin is where he puffs up and it turns really black, so it looks like a whole beard.
Hey, Bane, how are you? How are the Yankees going to do this season? Does it talk?
No.
I'll take him out for the kids to just handle him and learn how to handle reptiles.
I wanted to be a zoologist because I wanted to learn how the different types of animals act.
Seeing kids that love animals just like me is so super dope. Them teaching me new things about these animals sometimes because they go home and do their own research. So just seeing these guys just improve and be more confident and talking about these animals, I give my flowers to them and I'll forever be grateful for them and I'm just super proud of them, for sure.
When I think of the Bronx, I think of like, how can I help add culture? How can I help add pride to our community? But also, once again, how can I help those who are in need? Kids were going through, situations with drugs on the street, lack of services. Music was definitely going away within our programs, and we were having behavior modification at the time. We would call them at-risk youth. So I believe if you talk about a problem, you're obligated to offer a solution. We wanted to start an organization, help get kids off the street, help them with social engagement, and also academic development.
We have a lot of issues that we deal with here in the Bronx, a lot of homelessness, a lot of young people misplaced and not having a place to go. Everybody talks about the kids and the program and what it does for the kids, but it's more than that. Like, we go into our community and I help bring in people from where I grew up at. We grew up in NYCHA housing development, and I'm able to bring in the young adults that I watched grow up and bring them here to become part of Renaissance and experience the culture and be able to see that there's a future for them here, that they can be more than they could ever dream just by stepping through these doors.
The thing is that we had a desire. We wanted to be a servant to our community. We wanted to have a level of stewardship. And so you started by getting your board, trying to get some funds together. When we first started, we were 150 kids. Now we're 4,000 kids a year that we service. We're in 30 different schools, now in all 5 boroughs. A lot of companies say that it's a family organization. This is really a family organization. And not only that, but we hire from the community. So what am I saying with that? So the same issues that the community has, sometimes our staff have those same issues. So there's a lot of development that takes place, a lot of training. Then they learn to love this place.
You can ask anybody that walks through those doors that works here, this feels like home. This is my home. I say that all the time. This is my safe space, and I don't let anybody play around with the safe space. They have really, really helped me to become the person that I am today. When I first started working here, I used to be a victim of domestic violence. And it wasn't until I got to Renaissance to where I started realizing my worth. People were telling me that I was amazing, that I deserved better, and that's how I ended up becoming who I am now.
My parents' way of being supportive was great. Make sure that you ate, you had food. They didn't come to my school events. You know, to this very day, I'm a musician. My parents have never seen me play. I play all kinds of sports. My parents have never seen me play. I think it's important that we're there for our young people, and I wanted to make sure the Renaissance is always there for our young people.
The Renaissance, in some cases, is the family. It's the family of many of these kids, gives them hope to go forward, whether it's high school, whether it's college. Getting self-confidence, whether they're learning a musical instrument, whether they're dancing, whether they're learning about robotics.
The CPU is practically like the brain because it processes all the data from the computer.
The youth of Renaissance see where they can be in 5 to 10 or 15 years.
Right here, this is the brain of the computer.
Yeah.
It's incredible, a place like this.
I love how they focus on each child. They just want to make sure that they understand what they are teaching them. The theme that they have, the program you wish to have when you were young, that just touched me because I did want to have this program.
Those kids that walk out of the door when they graduate, I'm waiting for them to come back and being able to have a place to say, I belong somewhere, I can belong here.
I was part of the program about 25 years ago. Being part of the Renaissance gave me just a different perspective. I was able to travel outside New York. It just really motivated me to, see a world beyond where I live. I'm hoping that that's, something that I can plan to my son now, who's in the piano classes here. He's learning, and I think it's one of those things that brings us together, and it's just something that son and father share.
You have to watch how kids say thank you. When you get that big hug on the leg, sometimes that just means like, I love you so much for having this program. And sometimes you don't get the hug on the leg. They come back as an adult and say, you remember me? I took the piano class. You still play? I don't play anymore, but you taught me discipline. You taught me about belonging to something bigger than myself. I was a part of a group. My first performance was you. You taught me how to stand in front of people and introduce myself. And I used that skill when I got my job. That right there does it for me, and that happens to me on a regular basis.